Okay, if you want to make southern biscuits, here's what you need. You need a food processor with the dough blade. You need a rolling pin, a biscuit cutting device such as a mason jar lid, and a measuring cup, and a spatula or a spoon. You need all-purpose plain flour, not self-rising. You need salt, you need baking powder, and you need milk or buttermilk, and you need cold margarine. You want to take a cup of flour, about 3 tablespoons of margarine, and about a quarter to a half teaspoon of salt, and put it in your food processor and blend it up. You may have to do this in a couple steps because the butter tends to go, or the margarine tends to go off to the sides. Just stir it up, chop it up, and you want it to look kind of mealy like that. And it's dry, you'll notice. Now you want to put it in a bowl and take your baking powder and kind of just put a layer over the top. I guess that's about 1 tablespoon. And then just sort of mix it up so you get a thorough incorporation there. Next, you'll take about 3/4 cup of milk, or your buttermilk if you like, depending on the flavor. The milk's a little sweeter. The buttermilk's a little different flavor. And then you mix it up with your spatula. And you see it's going to end up kind of wet. If it's too soupy, add yourself another handful of flour. This is what you want. You see it's still pretty wet. But you don't want to stir it too much because that baking powder is already taking effect. Now what I'm going to do is lay this out on the cut. Got a good layer of flour on the cutting board there, and I'm going to lay the dough right on top of that. Now I've got a big dough ball there. What I'm going to do is just cover the top with more flour, and then cover my rolling pin with flour, and just roll it out till it's about 1 inch thick. You're not making a pizza dough here, you're just flattening it out a little like that, and you should end up with something that looks like that. You take your non-stick baking pan or cookie sheet, and you take your biscuit cutting device, and you just cut you on out. And here's the tricky part. You got a little flour on your hands. You got to form it into a taller biscuit because they're going to spread out. And you do this with all of them, and you set them real close together because they need their buddies for support. You got something just about as high as it is wide. There you go, we got 6 of them all packed together. They're going to cook just like that in the oven at 425 degrees for exactly 23 minutes. I'm going to set the 23 minutes and counting. Just take a peek at them here. You don't want to open the door because you lose heat, but you'll see they're rising nicely, they're packed together, and we got about 12 minutes to go. Okay, they look pretty brown now, and I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Should get them a little bit browner. I took them out at about 20 minutes, but of course those look like perfectly fine biscuits to me. You just peel one off and they're ready to go.